now recognize the gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Clay, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Director Comey, for being here today and for the professionals whom you lead at the FBI. 2 years ago, after my urgent request to then former Attorney General Eric Holder for an expedited Justice Department investigation into the tragic death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, I witnessed firsthand the diligence, professionalism, and absolute integrity of your investigators. And I have no doubt that was the case in this matter as well. I did not think it was possible for the majority to exceed their unprecedented, arrogant abuse of official channels and federal funds that we have witnessed over the past 2 years, as they have engaged in a partisan political witch hunt at taxpayer expense against Secretary Clinton. But I was wrong. This proceeding is just a sequel to that very bad act, and the taxpayers will get the bill. It's a new law, and it violates both House rules and the rules of this committee. So with apologies to you and the FBI for this blatantly partisan proceeding, let me return to the facts of this case as you have clearly outlined them. First question, did Secretary Clinton or any member of her staff intentionally violate federal law?
We did not develop clear evidence of that.
Did Secretary Clinton or any member of her staff attempt to obstruct your investigation?
We did not develop evidence of that.
In your opinion, do the mistakes Secretary Clinton has already apologized for and expressed regret for rise to a level that would be worthy of federal prosecution?
As I said Tuesday, our judgment, not just mine, but the team's judgment at the FBI is that the Justice Department would not bring such a case. No Justice Department under any, whether Republican or Democrat administration.
Thank you for that response. I know the FBI pays particular attention to groups by training agents and local law enforcement officers and participating in local hate crime working groups. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Some of these organizations seem relatively harmless, but others appear to be very dangerous and growing. Some even promote genocide in their postings and rhetoric online. In your experience, how dangerous are these groups, and have they incited violence in the past?
I think too hard to answer, Congressman, in the abstract. There are some groups that are dangerous. There are some groups that are exercising important protected speech under the First Amendment.
Okay, let me ask about a more direct question. A gentleman named Andrew Anglin is the editor of a website called The Daily Stormer that is dedicated to the supremacy of the white race as well as attacking Jews, Muslims, and others. The website features numerous posts with the hashtag white genocide to protest what they contend is an effort to eliminate the white race. Are you familiar with this movement?
I'm not.
Okay. Well, this hashtag has been promoted all over social media by a growing number of white supremacists. For example, one Nazi sympathizer tweeted repeatedly using the handle @WhiteGenocideTM. Are you concerned that some groups are increasing their followers in this way, particularly if some of those followers could become violent?
I don't know the particular enough to comment, Congressman. We are always concerned when people go beyond protected speech, which we do not investigate, to moving towards acts of violence. And so our duty is to figure out when have people walked outside the First Amendment protection and are looking to kill folks or hurt folks. But I don't know enough to comment on the particular.
I see. Well, one of my biggest concerns is that certain public figures are actually promoting these dangerous groups even further. And as you may know, one of our most vocal candidates for president retweeted @WhiteGenocideTM. 3 weeks later, he did it again. 2 days after that, he retweeted a different user whose image also included the term white genocide, and that's not even all of them. Director Comey, don't these actions make it easier for these racist groups to recruit even more supporters?
I don't think I'm in a position to answer that in an intelligent way sitting here.
Well, I appreciate you trying, and thank you, Mr. Director, for your exceptional and principled service to our country. I yield back.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?